Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Mason, and today I'm going to be sharing you what I was trained to do in the Air Force. AFSE is a 1 in 4 alpha, and what that technically means is I'm a fusion analyst. But to be honest, I've never been called a fusion analyst. Primarily, we were called digital intelligence analysts in school, but depending on where you get stationed after that, they may come up with a different job title for you. So currently, I'm a cyber threat analyst. So I'm pretty sure I screwed up. It's actually a digital network analyst. And basically what that means is you're going to be doing anything and everything that's to do with networking in the cyber field. And you will be very versatile and very lucrative. So if you're like me, you're probably wondering, what is a fusion analyst? Now, I don't even think the Air Force knows what a fusion analyst is. So when I went through training, it was kind of, we were kind of like the guinea pigs. No one knew what we were doing. We were just going to school on a Navy base, and that was about it. The rest was kind of history. I shouldn't say the rest was history. Pretty much at the location I'm stationed at is kind of pretty much history. They sent a bunch of us 1 in 4 alphas here, and they're not really sure what we're supposed to do. So in that aspect, kind of the rest was history. Get back to the school. Forget anything about the Air Force. Pretend you're in a college setting. All the training that I've gotten was very complicated, and some people compare their tech training like high school, but as far as this career field, I would pretty much say it's like college, and you get a lot of college credits for this career field. I think you get about 35 college credits for going through JCAC. But anyways, the first step you're going to do is you're going to go right through basic training, and then you're going to go to Goodfellow Air Force Base, which is in San Angelo, Texas. You're going to be there for about 2 months in school, and if you're on a casual status, you may be there longer or shorter. Some people get pushed through really quick. It all depends. And with the pandemic happening, I've heard a lot of people are getting their training online there. So you may just be hanging out in your dorm room the whole time, or, something like that. But after the training there, you're going to go over to Pensacola, Florida, and you're going to go onto a little Navy base called Corey Station. It's about a mile from the Naval Air Station in Pensacola. And yeah, that school is really tough. Kind of sucks, but the training was great. Like I mentioned before, the training it's really great, but very challenging. I've actually failed out of my first class there and had to, restart the whole entire school. And when that happens, you may be there for anywhere from 6 months to possibly over a year. I knew a lot of people that were there for longer than a year. So it kind of just depends on what your situation is, study habits. It takes a long time getting through this school because a lot of people don't have the study habits. That's what it comes down to. You really have to put a lot of effort into the training to be successful. One of the reasons a lot of people have trouble training at that school is because it's in a really awesome vacation spot. Pensacola, Florida is beautiful. If you're there for the summer, you're going to be hanging out on the beaches or, tons of stuff. The weather's beautiful year round. But yeah, so when I was there, like I said before, I ended up failing out of my first class, and I think that was on me because I was at the beach. I'm over 21, so you grab a couple of beers or whatever, you go to the beach, you don't want to study, stuff like that. Okay, it wasn't all on me. A lot of people have a difficult time adapting to being away from their family. Their home. A lot of the kids are younger that go to this school, so there's huge distractors, and they really put you through the test in order to complete that school. I keep going over Corey Station, I should get back to Goodfellow. At Goodfellow, I mentioned it was a 2 month school. There, they get you familiar with the cyber terminology, networking, mobile, Bluetooth, and just all around general fundamentals of intelligence. Not gonna lie, the Goodfellow portion was pretty tough. The school itself is in a skiff, which is a location where you're not allowed to bring your phone, um, and you have to keep everything inside that building. Anything that goes in that building either needs to be shredded if you want to. You can't throw anything out unless it's food. But yeah, it's kind of interesting situation. Once you experience it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But you couldn't take the test material or even study material outside of that environment. So if you have to study, you have to walk all the way back to the schoolhouse, and that schoolhouse is about a mile away, and that takes a toll on you. You always have to march everywhere. Civilian clothes are pretty limited, uh, but yeah, it's a pretty crazy experience. And then Corey Station, you have your MTLs, military training leaders, and they try to help you out, but not really. If you're a good person, they're really gonna work with you. But if you're raising havoc and being childish, you're really gonna pay the consequences. Um, and you don't want that, because on top of your military training leaders not liking you, you're gonna be faced with the school, and that school honestly is, some people may think it's very easy, but for me that school was very tough. uh, yeah. And a little back knowledge just to have when you do get there is to actually try when you're in the course, because if you're getting good grades and um, you're passing all your tests and the instructors see that you're a good student, you will be successful, because they're going to want to help you out more. And you can get honor grad, which is when you get over a 90 GPA throughout the school. If you're a class leader, you'll get recognized for that. um, Distinguished grad, which is, I think, when you get the highest GPA in your whole class. And typically your class will be, I think it's between like 15 and 20 people, and sometimes by the end you could be down to like 8 people left in the class. I started out with 20 students in my class, and we ended up having 13, so there was 7 people that ended up failing out and getting reset. Or sometimes if your grades really aren't good, they'll just kick you out of the school, and then you'll have to go, they'll throw you a new job. And keep in mind, this is all on a Navy base, and being an Air Force, yeah, it's pretty challenging. The dorm rooms are pretty nice, but they could be better. The food is horrible. And it sounds stupid, but when you go from Goodfellow had really awesome food, to a Navy base where they're serving you like ship rations to last a long time, like you're out on sea for like 3 months at a time. Yeah, it's pretty drastic, and the employees there aren't the same. It's a total change of environment compared to Goodfellow. Well, that's enough about the food talk. I also forgot to mention that, well, like I said, Navy base. Your class could have Army, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard, Marines. They're all there, and this school is for all those branches. Kind of strange the way it works. Each branch is there, but you could have very different jobs once you get to the actual field. So while I was in school, I was there through COVID-19, and that was an added stress factor. We weren't allowed to leave base because no one was sure what COVID-19 was going to do or how it was going to affect us students. but a lot of classes would get shut down if someone in their class was sick. But luckily no one in my class had gotten sick, so we got to push through the entire thing. But like I said, we weren't allowed to leave base or do anything really that was enjoyable to us. And you're not allowed to go on vacation when you're there. You just have to go for the whole, I think it's like 140 training days, which is not the weekend, which does not include the weekends. So it's something else. But if you just put your mind to it, you can do it. And if you guys ever have any questions, just let me know in that comment box, and I'd be happy to help you. Yeah, the pandemic while I was there, they have like a gym there. They have a bar. Corey Station's really small, and I think they have a bowling alley, and stuff like that. And we were not allowed to use any of that. They shut everything down. So the only thing you could do really is go to school and study, and I don't know, call your family, or I don't know, some people would focus on boyfriend and girlfriends there. I wouldn't do that because that's a huge distractor, and I've seen tons of people miss good opportunities just by being in a relationship with people that they're there with. But that's just my 2 cents. You don't have to go with my advice. You can go against that, but I would just go there, do the school, and then after you finish that school, you'll be good to go for pretty much for life. It's an NSA school, National Security Agency, so everything you learn there is pretty much tailored to what they're doing over there in DC. So pay attention, and you'll be worth a lot of money. Yeah, there's so much to talk about when it comes to the 1N4 Alpha training pipeline. It's totally different than the 1N4 Bravo. In my opinion, Alpha is the way to go, but I could be wrong. I was never a Bravo, but I know a lot of guys that were, and they enjoy it. But you don't get the NSA training through the Bravo shred. So if you have the option, I would choose the Alpha training. Yeah, but I think I'm going to call it there. In the future, hopefully I can remake this and make it a little better. I just wanted to get something out there. I have not seen anything about the 1N4 Alpha training pipeline, or pretty much anything about it. So yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up. Please like if you like this video, and subscribe, and I'll try to push out more to you guys. Thanks. Bye.